Hey everyone, this is Paul with your Bold Profits Daily. Today I want to give you an update on STUF. If you go back to July, you'll see that I created, invented, made, whatever you want to say. I made up my own version of something that I've been so jealous of that Jim Cramer made that became like such a huge thing, FANG. And those of you that know FANG know that stands for, at least the original one was Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, and Google. So I was like, well, I want to make my own version of FANG. And so I came up with STUF. And those of you that remember it, I said, well, the best way is to go on your phone and download the apps. And STUF was Spotify, Tesla, Uber, and Facebook. And so I want to give you an update on STUF and also offer something to you for free that is an incredible report that we have made on STUF, so that if you were interested in STUF, Spotify, Tesla, Uber, and Facebook, I'll tell you how you can get a hold of this report. So first, a little update on STUF. What's been going on with these companies? Which is that, number one, whatever these companies have been doing in terms of their businesses, they've all been really affected more by what has been going on with the overall stock market. And the overall stock market has been doing this. It's up and down, it's up and down. It's just been going up, going down, going up, going down, going up, going down. And so I would tell you that if you followed buying into STUF immediately after, you'd be saying, hey, Paul, 3 out of the 4 stocks are down. A couple of them are down a lot. And I would say, yes, it's true. However, STUF was never intended to be a day trade or a week trade or a month trade. These companies are signature companies that I really believe get you into the new world that I keep telling you about, which is that there is an entire old world, which is essentially an old world economy, that is going away. And everyone can now see it. It's beginning to become clearer and clearer. These companies are going away, and the destination we know is certain, which is that it's going to zero. And there is a new world that's being created of new companies. And these are the companies that we focus on across all of my services. And all of the stocks in STUF are in one of the services that I run either by myself or with one of my colleagues, either Ian Dyer or Hudson Cashton, and our team, we follow it. So if you want a little bit more on each of these companies, I would tell you, please send us your email address and we will ship you a copy of STUF. And I promise that you will get a really well-written report that's been really well done. We've spent some good time on putting this together. It's very, very approachable. It's written for people that really just are looking for an introduction to stocks. And in this video, I'm going to do something on top of that, which is that many of you have written in and said, hey, Paul, I actually have never bought a stock in my life. I have no idea how to do this. And so for the second half of this video, I'm actually going to do a really quick thing, which is that I know that many of today's stocks cost a lot of money. In other words, even to buy one share of, say, for example, Tesla will cost you $200. And many of you have written and say, hey, Paul, we can't actually have enough money to buy Tesla or to buy one share of Facebook, which is also $200, or even Spotify, which is in excess of $100. Uber, each share of Uber trades for something in the 30s right now. So I wanted to give all of you a little bit of a guide to where you can actually buy less than one share. In other words, you can buy a fractional share. And if you're one of the subscribers to one of my services, you know that the general way that I tell people to invest is to equal weight. In other words, let's say you have $1,000 and you're going to put your money into STUF, 4 stocks. I would tell you that the best way to do it is just to put $250 into each. Obviously, that would be a little difficult if you don't have enough money to buy one whole share of Tesla. So you would need to buy less than one share. And there is actually a brokerage company called Stockpile. And I actually came across them in researching them for this. Stockpile is an app that you can get on your phone, and they do charge 99 cents for each trade that you do. However, they will allow you to buy fractional shares. So if you're starting out with just say $100 or $500 or $1,000 and you want to put $250 into each stock, Stockpile will allow you to do that. And that will allow you to equal weight what you put into STUF. And now you're into 4 stocks, and now you've given yourself 4 ways to win. In other words, even if one stock is down, you've got 3 other stocks. And so if you look at STUF, for example, and just remember, before I get a lot of emails saying, hey, Paul, 3 out of the 4 stocks that you told that are in STUF are down. Remember, it's been very volatile, and it's been a very short period of time. It's been barely 5 or 6 weeks, and you need to give this a little bit more time. I would say the time frame for these is minimum 1 to 3 years, really even longer, 5 to 7 years is better. So if you look at the performance of STUF, you can even see the benefit of this. In this worksheet, you'll see we put $1,000 into each stock, and you'll see while we have stocks that are down even 20 and 30%, the one stock that is up really dampens the volatility. In other words, having a portfolio of 4 and equal weighting it means that even though you've got some stocks that are up, some stocks that are down a lot, your overall portfolio for right now is down a lot less than any single stock. And that's one of the critical things that I would tell you, which is that when you go to invest in stocks, you need a portfolio, and STUF gives you a nice broad initial selection. And so if you're starting out, I would tell you, please send us your email address and we will send you our report on STUF, which is Spotify, Tesla, Uber, and Facebook. If you're not sure where to begin, you can use Stockpile, which will let you buy fractional shares. In other words, you don't need to buy one whole share of Tesla or one whole share of Facebook or one whole share of Spotify or even one whole share of Uber, which is $30. You can buy fractional amounts, and that will get you started. And full disclosure, I am not paid anything by Stockpile to recommend them. It is just something that I researched. They have this fractional share buying ability, which is unique for a brokerage company. And so I wanted to bring it to your attention. So that's my update on STUF. I still like these 4 stocks. If you want to get more stocks like this, I would tell you, please check into our services, check into Profits Unlimited, which is my flagship service, which my publisher sells for about $49 in general. And we focus exclusively on these new stocks, which include the stocks that are in STUF, which is Spotify, Tesla, Uber, and Facebook. And don't forget to send us your email address, and we will ship out the STUF report to you. So that's what I have for this week. Check out our STUF report, send us your email, and check into Stockpile if you want to buy fractional shares. So that's my Bull Profits for you this week. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, share it with your friends and family, and comment below. And I'll have another one for you next week. Until then, this is Paul saying bye.